night. I mean, we're having a little bit of change up in the scenery because we're going from challenger to elite, a pretty big jump in skill. But with me, it's gonna be Carnage, and Russ is still producing. How you doing, Carnage?
Doing good. We got another world to take. I think this is like, what is it? I think we're on 9, 8 maybe. So we might change it to our stream. But going on to the actual things, but we got the black holes from the cosmos, and then we got the sloths from the jungle. So what I'm looking for is the black holes to make amends for what happened to them in the premiere, I believe. Oh no, I think that was Event Horizon. My fault. So many cosmos things. But going
No,
forward to this
no,
elite
you're
matchup.
right. Cosmos has
Oh,
had
that was them?
3 the entire upper 3 have had Cosmos.
Oh, yeah, I was okay. Like, there's just
Premier
so many
1,
silly
and I think
things.
Master as well. Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
but I think it's a lot of stuff going on. I know I've been watching a little bit of the Sloths. That team's actually pretty solid. Do you have anything on the Black Holes? Because, like, I could talk about the Sloths for a pretty good minute.
Of really, I know with when you're looking at Black Hole's loss, like, they're very solid. They've made a pretty good run going in here, and once again, the 3rd team and I was wrong. Premier was won by, the Cosmos, and then Master was won by, uh, the Pit.
And then going at the bracket on the solar slide, that's where the Sloths, they are the kings of solar coming through. They had a bit of a fight. They had to fight the number 2 seeded Dragons 3-2. Then they went through the number 1 team, Great Whites, and then they beat the Pillars score in the semifinals. So this team is very battle hardened. And then on the lunar side, like the Black Holes had to run through the Commanders, they had to run through the Ghastly Goombas, and then they had to get through the Forest Cobras, which I had the Forest Cobras in the beginning of the season making the finals. So that speaks volumes of how much both these teams are battle tested.
Yeah, and I'm tired. I did mess it up again. This would be the first if I'm holding out. Like, I'll go ahead and say my prediction now. I want Likewise to get a championship team. So I'm hoping Black Holes wins, but 'cause like he said in chat, he said they can't keep building the second best team. But yeah, I mean, like I said, they've made a great run, and like you said, Sloss coming in as the 7th seed, beating the number 2, beating the number 1, and then beating the number 4. Just an impressive run, and kind of in a dominant fashion when you look at the Great White Series. I'm not sure how the semifinals went. You could have said it. I'm kinda out of it right
uh,
now.
I believe there was a 4-0. I think Sloss won a 4-0, and the Black Holes
Wow.
won in Game 7. So they both are on opposite sides of the spectrum. So like going out of their bracket, yeah, they're both on opposite sides of the spectrum. So somebody might be a little fatigued. So we gotta have to watch out for that because like they're
And
coming straight in from the semifinals to the finals.
we look at the series, we had Force Cobra, which is the number 1, and Black Holes. But how has Black Holes done throughout this season?
So the Black Holes, I believe, they were my up and down team in the power rankings. Like they would beat all the good teams, and you're like, okay. And then the not so good team that were 2-2, like repeatedly. So you're like, that might be a problem when you play in a wild card era, because wild card teams do some of the most out outlandish things. So I don't think the black holes are actually in bad shape. They actually came out pretty well. Like they came out like a 3-0, 3-0, and then a little bit of a struggle bus in the semifinals, but all we're looking for is winning here.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what they gotta push for. I mean, their players, they seem very solid when you look at it. You have I mean, the stats on our end are not working, unfortunately. But looking at it, we have J.Boosted playing the most games on the team with 49 goals, almost a goal a game. But when you look at the shots, holy, over 400 shots, almost 500 shots for this team. Actually, I think it is 500 shots for the team, like you said, with I believe it was Warbirds last series. And 38 being the highest shooting percentage coming out of Lovegreyhounds. But then all around this team is just a solid threat. What do you think?
It's a solid threat indeed. They also got a fourth man if they need to flex in there. Seems like they could fit in. Love Greyhound, I believe, won last season. I think we actually cast that one together. I think what is it? I have to go back and look. I believe Love Greyhound either one. No, I think he got beat. I think he was on the wrong side of that one. But Light Wigglebean did win in rival, so they got players on here who've been to the finals. They know what it feels like, and I always love to go with experience. Will always triumph over like the newcomers because we've been here. Shouldn't be any nerves. Another day in office. Let's get the dub.
Greyhound said he has not been in finals. But
Oh no, I must have. Okay, it must have been completely different.
but yeah,
Oh wait.
we looked at the black hole stats, and if we look at the sloth stats, I mean, we see that just a more of a consistent roster throughout the entire time.
Yeah, looking at it, and a lot of people in chat said Donald will not be denied. We're gonna test that theory, but so far it's like Donald denies other players. He has 82 saves, but then there's something very interesting when you look on the very far side. Those demo counts are just disgusting. So that means, listen, if you're in their sights, you're going down, or they're going to get something on you. You got to keep your head on a swivel. And matching their demos is their shot. So like both teams shoot in high volumes, but one team gets a little bit more physical than the other. So I'm looking at, okay. So I think we might have a Warbirds versus Threshers type game style. Like they're going to come out swinging, and then at some point somebody might get a little bit tired, and that's where things start to fall apart.
Yeah, but I agree. It looks like this team will be very good on the counterattack, but also very good at putting shots up. Because their defense is insane. So we'll just have to see how all the players go in and how they perform tonight. Because as we know about Rocket League, it's a game to game basis. And, I just hope that it's theirs. And if you're ready, I mean, I'm ready to get them these players.
Actually,
We do not have
I think we're
Flash.
missing two. I think we're missing Flash and Major.
Yes, we are missing two.
Like I said, I
Like,
think they're getting them in here. So yeah, just a little bit of pause. It's the mind game. This is what they do in the elite and upper. They like playing mind games. We like to just ball chase in the lower brackets. So far we get everybody's loading in now. Everybody's loading in. We're gonna get going here. And let's kick it off here. We got Flash versus House. Ball goes all the way up. Donald quick to the ball. Tries to dust him. Looks like it'll be a free net. And it is very quick. And Donald, I looks like Chat's gonna get a little bit up there. Donald will not be denied because he dusts him. And then Winter gets just enough to beat Haas. A little bit slow to it. 106 seconds in, and they're coming out swinging.
yeah, and I mean, like you said, just the heavy offense out of this team, a lot of shots, a lot of goals. And there's the demos right there. We see Winter taking it up in the air. It's a touch. It just gets over. Flash to the corner. Donald's going to play this patient and a great pass from each other. We see Winter going it up. Then he get up field. Flash up. And a little double commit right there. We just have to see which team stays more composed, which team is going to take this and just be able to run with the pressure and be able to just take the free space that they're given, because it's not going to be too much. But we almost see a shot right there.
When they're almost getting it through, Haas is chasing down Donald. That's another one. It's a free net. They're going for the spawn on, or actually Flash just turned straight around. That's going to be an open net. No, that's a pitch it across. Here comes Donald. Donald misses. It's just chaos in the atmosphere right now. Lovegreyhounds actually reads that correctly. Going up forward, looks for the flip reset, fakes the flip reset, and gets dunked off. Here comes J.Boosted. J.Boosted is going to get a turn at this. Gets around one, gets around two. Can he beat the third one? Loses the control, but not control of where the ball is on the field. Now, demo out Donald from behind. Now we got a 0 boost play here. 52 sidewall. No one's getting any damage done here. But if you're an orange half, you like this, but you don't like J.Boosted to get it around one. Almost gets around two. Has to play it back to Lovegreyhound. Almost in miscommunication. Demo one out. Now they're getting physical on the pitch. And just looking at Donald's decal, I don't like that old Vitality skin, but you know, if he likes it, I guess we love it. But here comes a shot from Donald, denied. And so far, it's just like the Black Holes cannot get a look at the net because they have 0 shots in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, just in these first 2 minutes, you've seen it kind of go back and forth since that first goal. Being a fluke goal, just one of those things that happen. But we see the pass, and Winter is just able to get in front of it. But there's no one to get in front of that shot. It has scores it, and with an assist from Greyhounds, I mean, just great pressure there. Gets a push pressure, and eventually it's going to crack and break.
And they finally get one in. They get 2 shots, finally get a goal registered. So now both teams should be settled in. Lovegreyhound just bullying Donald out of the air. And so far, this might be a pass play. Looks like Flash is going to be free 99 off the backboard. Cannot get all the way to it. Donald denies a free clear. Got to control the ball. Donald gets a bump. Flash gets a demo. Jungle getting very physical, but so far they have not found the goal after that 4-second goal that they got. Another demo, slowing it down. J.Boosted doesn't have anything in the tank to boost. Puts a hand up, gets denied by Winter. And so far, it's more of a 50-50 game. That's going to be a shot wide. Not off the post. You just register as a shot so far. Winter drove all the way to the side to go get one of them. But he's also going to try to take a shot to the corner. And so far, it's getting to one of those games where at first it starts off kind of clean. Everyone's playing their play style. And now because one team demoing so much, the other one just decides, I'm going to go down there and do the same thing to you.
Yeah, I mean, we see Flash taking possession here and gets a goal. What a dunk and what a pinch. Wow.
What control and what just to read it. Dunk down basically a double tap off the ground right into the net.
Accident or not, that was beautiful and that works very well. We see the kickoff coming out of Greyhounds. Winter is up, gets a touch, goes towards net. Wait. Oh, I was going to say, Oz gets the double. Can't get another. Donald's there. Boosted. Looking to take this. Winter gets a touch. And they are playing very good midfield defense. But as I say that, Flash is going to just do it again. Going to finish that. And we see another low 5 from Winter as Flash scores another goal.
Winter getting all the high fives. And so far, they got 10 shots to their names, 3 goals. And to the opposites, 2 shots, 1 goal. Like that, if you can't shoot at the net, you're not getting anything in. But this might just open the way. No, it's going to be a clear all the way back down. J.Boosted doesn't have any boost. Has to try to get it. Gets one. Hog gets a demo off. Trying to slowly break out. But now all the Sloths have to do is just kind of be there. They don't got to overcommit. They just got to sit there. 2 goals is not too dangerous. Not in this tier. But slowly but surely, if you're the Cosmos, you got to get something. Or somebody has to be a driving force on offense. But everything that they're dialing up is getting denied just like that right there. And that does nothing for them. That's going to be a shot on target. That's going to be Donald. Actually, that's going to be Winter's goal. Thank you, Donald. 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, great pressure, great finish. And a great pass. I mean, it was definitely going to get blocked if Winter didn't touch that ball.
Yeah, if he didn't, like I said, he was going to get denied. And so far, Donald may be asking if we can put that on his stat that he has that goal. But so far, it is all jungle. Even with that goal, when he tied it back up, it just feels like it's always been jungle. Donald just dusting him again. Just going after him, looking for a bump. Gets him up into the air. Lovegreyhound. There's a demo from J.Boosted going to open up some room. Flash will not be denied. Flash to the ball. Actually, both players just I guess they tried to read each other there, and it just didn't go. And now I've got an infield pass, ball's all the way up in the air with 15 seconds left. Bo, how you feeling about this series? Because it's like this game is all but dusted.
Yeah, I mean, this game is going to be over, but it really just depends on what you look at it mentally wise. George kind of talked about it whenever he was in here giving his interview, but it's all a mentality thing. If you just have that winner's mindset, even if we lose this game, we can win the next one. That's all you have to have. But I won't lie. I did say my prediction is going to go for the Black Hole team, but I'd be lying if I would say that I don't want Sloths to win it as well. Because that'd be two championships for the jungle. So we get to see 2 more stars added to that logo.
2 more stars added to the logo. And yeah, I mean, there's just not much you can say about this game except pure domination from the Sloths. And honestly, like I say, you just got to reset. It's only the first game now. If we're in the best of 5, you're panicking a little bit because that now they're two away. But I mean, just looking at the other side, 5 demos for Haas. I believe I'm looking at this correctly. 1 for Greyhounds, 1 from J.Boosted, and then 4 from Flash, 1 from Donald, 1 from Winter. I believe all those demos actually came towards the end when they were really trying to get some separation. So, like I say, it might just get even more physical as this game goes along. But for the Black Holes, they got to find some type of team chemistry here. They're trying to dribble it out or boom it out, and it's getting red every time. So it might have to be like, an outlet pass, find somebody in your corner on the sidewall, and just hope that they get out of
Yeah,
the
and
area. Yeah, that's on me.
did you join?
I hit spectate and somehow I still got into that game. So
Very likely story, but this is an NA stream here, so we're gonna have a little bit of stuff. It wouldn't be one without it. But we see Haas taking it off the wall, trying to get control, but has no boost. Winter, it's a little awkward. Oh, and it almost goes top right. That's gonna fall as well. And a great catch from Donald. And they are coming in with a brand new sense of urgency, just putting a ton of pressure. Winter looking for a pass out, doesn't get the touch. Flash. Donald looking to hook it in. Pops it up. Can't follow though. Winter stays in the area. Goes for it. And this is going to be Flash right here. Gets a touch behind Haas. And just...
Oh.
Oh my god.
I thought we were going to see another, like, oopsie own goal where it just changes the complete series for a little bit. We got J.Boosted. 0 boost. Going to take a shot from the ceiling. No one knew he didn't have any boost, but they put their hands up out of respect. And now we're starting. Haas gets a demo on the backside. There's not going to be any team play today. Unless Winter could do it himself. Lovegreyhounds almost got a will touch or put some power on it. And like you said, a new sense of urgency. Because this first minute is 3 goals, and here comes a 4th goal. And oh no, they got denied again. Lovegreyhound holding everything. They didn't want to overcommit here. Haas demo chasing, but J.Boosted gets demoed on the back end. Just trying to hold on to the ball, trying to get back. Uh-oh. That's going to be stolen away from Flash, but Lovegreyhound's going to get a bump on Flash. It's going to slow everything down. Everybody trying to figure out where to go, but Winter knows I'm going to go for the ball. Great. I'm dusting down to this ball. And so far, it is honestly a change of pace from the Black Holes that might be detrimental to the Sloths at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, they're like playing very good defense, especially to keep up with the pressure that they had at the beginning. It's kind of starting to mellow out a little bit more because it's hard to maintain that pressure for the entirety of it. But I mean, they are just going at it right now. A great touch by Haas. They're leading a push forward, but Winter is going to deny it. Puts it up in the air. We see J.Boosted going. Donald. And it's just going back and forth here. Trying to keep pressure. Trying to keep just the ball flowing. Keep the momentum going in a double attempt. And a great clear. Holy.
That's in your net. But J.Boosted said, no, you take it back. That's a pinch of 68 miles per hour, Boa, without ever slowing down in the air.
Wow.
That is a nasty goal. And almost halfway through the game, there are no shots from the Sloths. They are getting a taste of their own medicine. And that is honestly just a wild task right there.
I
And I
can now
think I
say I've
might,
seen Amelia's full counter in Rocket League.
honestly, and I think I may have this DC, so that means you'll be solo casting and we can just talk about it.
That's fine. But Winter gets a great touch there. Pause. Trying to go for the 50 Donald. One more touch. Can't quite get it. You see Greyhounds kind of stalking, waiting around. Winter there. It's a low 50 behind Jay. Flash looking to get another touch out of this and gets it. It's a dunk. Pause. Pops it up. Donald goes across. You see Flash is sitting there waiting, but it's not quite enough. Great boost steal out of Winter, leaving J.Boosted with no boost to do. Greyhounds looks for the pass. It gets caught off by Flash. Flash with the ball. Almost gets the goal, but not quite there. See Donald get the dunk down. Might not be the best play here. Takes the hook shot. Flash up in the air. Tries to get the bump. And holy defense. And a great counterattack like we were talking about in the beginning. We see. Off the backboard. Donald can't sink the shot. Flash gets the 50. Pause. Gets the redirect. And Donald with the save. And they are just keeping this pressure going with a minute left here. We just have to keep going. Keep pushing forward. Under one. Flash gets the save off the bar. Greyhounds going up the wall. They're just trying to keep these pushes going. Greyhounds getting a upper side 50. They both fake. This is a scary position to be in. Only one back. But Greyhounds is going to go ahead and turn. Put the pressure on. 30 seconds left here. Anything can happen. Greyhounds gets a touch back out. Someone needs to get pressure on this ball and just keep it pushing. We have Winter kind of waiting around. Donald goes up in the air. They're both up. Winter gets the ball. Doesn't get the reset. With 15 seconds left. Still anyone's chance to win. Flash gets a dunk. Gets a backflip. And that might spell the end for this here, folks. Sloth will go down a 1-1 here. They won't go down at all. It'll stay tied. Wait, not if Flash has anything to say about it. Tries to get a bump. He gets it. And they are just not quite able to score. Black Holes take game 2, putting the series at 1-1.
Now, 1-1 indeed. Looking at the shot counts, the Soft's got a little bit offense going at the end. But like I said, when you go almost a full game without or almost half the game, actually a little bit over half a game without shooting, that's going to be detrimental to the mentality of trying to, get some shots on. Because once you start getting able to shoot, then like it's like have a shot all game, and like say you get some of those where you just like you gotta put those in. But they did everything good on defense. It just takes one individual one individual's brilliance from J.Boosted to get a goal and walk away with this one.
Yeah, and I mean, I agree with you. Just the fact that Black Holes have just turned this game around. They went from being outshot by, if there was one or two, they have two more shots. This would be the exact same shot line in the first game. The only thing about it, though, Sloths was a lot more efficient last game with their shots. If they can get that pressure back up and just be able to score those shots, this could be the series for them to just take. So we'll just see what happens.
Seems like everyone's getting in. Like I said, no one's. It's just like I said, just like the challenger. No one's play style is wrong. It's just who executes. I want to see more infield pass plays, not near the net, but a little bit further back where you just you get to hammer it. Yes, they get to see the ball, but can you hit it fast enough? Flash going up. Oh, just misses the flip. Reset. Haas steals it. Gets around one. There's only one more, and Donald has no boost. Steals the boost. Tries to pinch it across. Gets it up. Someone got bumped into the net, so it just did cause everything to go wrong. Lovegreyhounds, what type of mechanic was that? Because I can never do that. But so far, the Sloths aren't letting them get everything going their way. But so far, they need the ball to even think about doing anything. You can only 50 it so much. But, I mean, you got to look at it with a half glass full. The goal happened because he gets a nasty finish. Here goes Donald trying to play some mind games. Can't do it. And so far now they're getting that pressure back. Flash getting pushed away. That way everybody with no boost can get some boost a little bit. J.Boosted doing a lot with 0 boost, and honestly, that can help you win the game. Somehow gets the demo, needs to just get it around, pitches it through, and that is the pass that you're looking for to try to get something going. And so far, it's more so, but when somebody misses the ball, they go bump the shooter or the third man to slow everyone's rotation. But Flash gets a free ball, goes for the fake, no one's there. And just about a minute and some change in, everybody's trying to play their style. A shot on target makes a double commit. Winter just a little pop shot, and so far everybody's kind of settled in again.
Yeah, and then just great play here from both sides. They're both just keeping that constant pressure and being able to return it just as well. If we can just see a constant of that. I'm a personally a fan of these defensive games. I'd rather see that. Of course, you still love to see those offensive goals where people do flashy mechanics and everything. So we'll see if that shows up as well.
So far, there's another demo. Here comes the jungle. That's free shot. No, Donald had everything except the right or my right, their left side of the net, and still hits the post. So now they got to reload, go back again. Knocked out of Oblivion. Winter has to go all the way back to third man. Ball's pitched by Haas. And you got to think, Boa, the way this game is going, what if the Black Holes gets another freebie goal where it's like it's a clear or it's a pitch into your net, because when the Sloths get real physical and they get real aggressive, the back third is open because they have the mechanics to get back, but if it's hit a little bit too hard, they're not going to get to it. And it's another demo. Whiffed by Donald. Haas is trying to collect it here. Tries to get the pinch across. Denied again by Flash with 0 boost. Trying to stay in front of Love. Love cannot stop him. J.Boosted gets dunked into Oblivion. Here comes Winter. One-on-one. Tries to get the flip. Team save. Pinch straight down. J.Boosted. Gets the ball all the way. Can he get back to it? No. Takes the 100 boost instead. Watches Flash. Raises him a ceiling. Cannot go anywhere with that one. For a ceiling. A team play gets denied. And so far, it is really coming down to who can actually be lethal. But both teams have had a chance. They just either miss it because they're too far up, or they're hitting the post.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, both teams are getting good offensive looks. It's just they aren't able to convert off of them. As I say that, Winter almost gets it in there. Greyhounds from the corner gets a touch over 2. Flash looking to make something here, but isn't quite able to. J.Boosted gets stomped. Greyhounds flip reset. Gets a double flip reset there, but not able to score. Donald looking to stay with it. Flash as well there. Looking to pass. Not quite able to get it, but a minute. Coming up on a final minute here. And what do you think is the biggest turning point from here?
The biggest turning point, whoever loses this was going to feel like we had the opportunity. Both teams had 2 really great opportunities. The other opportunities, like I said, J.Boosted is actually trying to open up another one. Winter doesn't have a lot of boost, trying to hold down here. Lovegreyhounds now looking for one of them. Here comes another player, denied. Haas stops him. Tries to go for a flick in spill. Puts Flash under pressure. Flash has to try to get around. J.Boosted does so. But Love's going to collect it. What a drift kick going up. Gets around 2. Can't get to third. It's going to be a fake, but Donald reads those. And now it's looking like it's going to become a solo play versus solo play. But here comes a team play, denied by Lovegreyhounds. Beats another one. Donald's got to be careful about this and guesses correctly. Here comes the infield pass, or outside to the infield pass. It's trying to put the ball up. So far, the blue is now starting to feel the pressure of the team plays. But that one is going to release it. That's an accidental double from Donald. This could spell doom, or do we get a 0-0 overtime? Bumped off. It looks like they're just going to take it to 0-0. It looks like there's going to be a last-second bang here. And at this point in time, whoever gets this, you got to think has all the momentum.
Yeah, and that big goal would have helped in tremendously getting it. I mean, you look at it, you get another goal here, you go up 1 game, setting the pressure for the rest of it. But that is going to be a position that could have been doubled, but Winter isn't able to get it. And this very threatening here. Flash gets a great 50 out of it, and we have to see where this finishes up. We have 30 seconds into overtime. Great bang, and pause there. And we have Winter going back at it. Winter staying with. We have Donald up. It's a 50 and it is off. But great save by Lovegreyhounds. And looking at it, I mean, we are having some tremendous pressure from both sides, but they're kind of taking turns, don't you think?
Taking turns indeed. And I see this is either going to be a very crazy team play or solo play. And ow, Haas almost got to solo play because he was sitting on the backboard waiting. Give him 24 boosts, and that might be a goal. But so far, it's got to come from a team play. That's going to be it. No, they're getting denied by the post. The post is the MVP for both teams at the moment. And but so far, Blue is trying to crack the code. How do I get through them? And so far, it's pure speed and 50 balls going straight in. Here comes another shot, another post. Haas is going to put it up in the air. Orange is running out of fumes, and the rotation is getting smaller and smaller, which means an error could come out at any moment. But now they buy themselves some time. Haas slowing them down. And honestly, the shooting percentage for both teams are going to go way down. I think their average is like 32 and 33, but now it's about to be anything less. And that's what you got to look for. You got to win the 50s. At this point, nothing is going right in the air. Can we dribble on the ground and get, like, go back to the basic mechanics and get something out of this?
Yeah, and we see Flash taking it up, looking to pass it towards center. It's to 50. A little bit of a double commit there with 2 minutes left. Oh, no way. Oh, no. Wait, what a save. What a defensive stand.
A defensive stand, and they know Love almost got caught a little bit. Flash only has 10 boosts. Gonna opt to deny here. No one's gonna do anything about it. Haas gonna bang it away. And now they're starting to get into this boomer ball mentality because, like I said, you don't want to make a mistake. You can't make a mistake if you throw the ball all the way back down. And here we go. The game's gonna get J.Boosted gets a boot, bang all the way up, but that spawn helps them. And just slowly but surely, one of these teams has to crack, or we're looking at maybe another game. We're gonna get 8 games out of what, 7 possibly. And so far, Orange is stealing all the boosts. Blue needs to keep it close. J.Boosted somehow. This man is a magician with 0 boosts, figuring out how to get around somebody with 0 and control the ball is a different type of skill. Ball's gonna roll right to him. Gotta be careful. Flash goes for the dunk. Can't get the dunk. Goes for the boost instead. Make sure he has something in the tank. Here comes a 2v2 game style play. WinterMajor denied all the way. And so far, somebody might just have to go all in. And nobody wants to make a mistake, but it's gonna be a pinch. No, denied. The game is only getting faster, Boa.
But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It's like, honestly, turning up the speed. Oh, they can't let something like that go in, though. Especially with how much pressure and how much offense has happened. I feel like it has to end in some type of spectacular way. I'm going to be sad if it doesn't. We see Greyhounds hitting it to the corner. And I bang out. Uh-oh, Winter misses.
Ooh.
And that could have been something right there. The double commit there, trying to just force it in there, getting the save. Just great skills all around.
Donald almost got a 50 to the 90, then tried to hit it with a back post. And now it's getting so fast that orange and blue are tripping up over each other, just flipping around, trying to figure out where to go. Donald with a fake. J.Boosted with a backflip fake. And now it's getting there where teams are starting to get a little bit desperate. They feel like they should get a goal. And both teams are slowly showing that there's going to be signs of cracks in the armor. But the thing I haven't seen yet is an infield pass, because nobody wants to make that mistake where they get picked off. There's going to be a free backboard. Actually, Winter denies it just in case. Lovegreyhound pops it up. Here comes Haas from the back corner. Denied by Flash. Thrown away. Lovegreyhound slows it down. Here comes J.Boosted. No one's in the net. They cannot keep a shot on target. Here comes Lovegreyhound trying to get up there in time. Denied again. Ball slapped away. Haas throwing up in the air. We have played a full game, folks, and this one goes off the backboard. And now you're feeling that there should be a goal coming in. It's going to be Haas. 13 seconds above the second game in one game. They finally get one. And now you got to be thinking they have stolen all the momentum and just taken the win out of the sails of the Sloths. Gotta catch your breath on that one because that's 8 shots, 7 shots from Donald. That's just a masterclass of offense and defense. 6 saves from Flash, only 1 shot, doing a lot of defensive work in the back half. But slowly and surely, it's kind of getting there. I'm aiming that it's got to go to best. It's got to go to full 7. We got denied earlier. Uh, we got denied early by the Threshers, even though it felt like a game 7. So I think we go to a game 7 on this one. Oh, I think Bowen may have DC'd. So now it looks like I possibly may be solo casting just for a little bit. But so far, chat, how are you guys liking this game? Because this game is going crazy. And Flash almost with 100 touches. So it's not like he's not playing offense. He's just trying to get it through. But so far, is it really good defense or is it really bad shot selections coming to it? I just believe that there should be a little bit more going for both teams here. And honestly, it's just I don't know, we're getting both teams loaded back in. No one's making a sub, which is usually a good sign. Everybody feels good. Nobody feels like they're being over pushed here. So going to game number, I believe this is 3. Yeah, okay, yeah, because the other game, brain got fried from that game. Actually, already the Sloths are going in. That's a bomb. That's a what? J.Boosted just denied a goal by just getting Goomba stopped and sat there. And just at this point, you're feeling robbed if you're the Sloth. You're completely feeling robbed if you are the Sloth. We got a flip reset denied by Lovegreyhounds here. And so far, the Sloths are starting to fight back a little bit. Ball's up in the air, denied. Lovegreyhounds playing the third man. Ball's getting pushed around. Donald can't seem to get it going. And so far, Blue is now starting to be the defensive team versus last game. And at the moment, Haas is going to go up, try to make a pop shot here, try to get around, denied. And both teams, I believe, are sailing in pretty well. It's going to be a very interesting game because you went 10 minutes without scoring a goal. You might go another 10 minutes way this is going. Both teams have been chasing each other. A little pop shot to keep Haas on his toes. Haas had enough boost just to get to it. Ball knocked straight down. Donald trying to figure out how to even get to this ball. Might have just thrown himself out of the play. Haas looks swing and a miss on the demo play. Both teams are getting very aggressive on the ball and going for straight 50s here. And so far, it's just kind of bouncing back and forth. Ball goes straight off. J.Boosted trying to get around 1, trying to get around 2, gets dunked through. J.Boosted got to get a go. No, denied by the post. Donald gets a free pinch off someone's head. Might even get 3, gets denied. Both teams are showing defensive masterclass. Donald denied J.Boosted of helping Haas here. Flash gets another, not a save, but gets a backboard. No one's on the backboard. Donald screams across the backboard, tries to get a double. J.Boosted denied. And the way this game is going, both teams are closing it down really fast. There's just not going to be anything going to be easy here. No one, it's a free ball. J.Boosted won't be able to actually read it. Flash thought he might have got a better look at it. Ball is placed high in the air. J.Boosted getting denied again. Haas had to be a little bit more aggressive here. Ball is knocked up. J.Boosted is going to demo Winter for that defensive pressure. Flash going for the dunk. Can't get the ball going. And this game is getting faster and faster that at one point or another, somebody's got to make a speed mistake. Uh-oh. Just pull somebody out. Here comes a 3-man pass play denied by J.Boosted a second time. And it's a whiffy from Flash. Tried it, almost a double commit. Almost knocked Donald right off. Donald misses it. That's a 50. Right, J.Boosted has somehow continuing to use 0 boost to his advantage. 0 boost is 100 boost for him, and 100 boost is 1,000 boost. Haas just gonna collect it, takes the 100 as well, gets bumped for his effort. Donald misses that one. Ball, another dunk. Haas is going absolutely insane. J.Boosted pops it up. No third man commitment. Don't have to go. It looks like we're nearing another overtime where just no one has scored. unless somebody brings out some type of individuality. Now we got a demo play coming, or even a pass play all the way through. J.Boosted tries to take a shot, gets denied. Donald clears it. We got an open field downfield, denied by Greyhound. It would have been a redirect goal. And game is slowly but surely evolving. Now they're going for outlet passes, a double commit. And that might be a pass to Haas. Haas can't do J.Boosted. Lovegreyhounds cannot dunk straight through him. Flash trying to get the ball up, can't do that either. Ball is high in the sky. J.Boosted is just going to wait for it. They don't know he doesn't have zero. Fakes one by throwing it up in the air. Lovegreyhounds has nothing but time. That ball is going to hit the post, but Haas will put it in. Finally, almost another 5 minutes. And it seems that Black Holes have now taken control of the series score and the game. And at this point, they may take control of the entire series.
Alrighty, well, it looks like Boa has gone, has disconnected, so Save Talk here, Media Committee head taken over in his place for right now, as we have a really interesting series going here. It's looking like we've got Haas going for the ball, just stopped by WinterMajorChamp. Cosmos is up one, likewise is going to be happy because they are currently winning the series against Unexpected and the Jungle.
Winning indeed. I haven't seen Likewise say anything after the first game. I think it's one of those like superstitions. They'll say anything, we win. But so far they're controlling the. Well, I would say it's controlling the game. It's about a 50-50, but they're getting the best of the looks. And so far they are cruising to a 3-1. They're gonna get 3 tries at this, unless Flash
that's just it there. Yeah, that's just it there. Black Holes takes another game, giving them 1 game closer to the elite chip.
And so far, both teams are not playing bad. I just don't think the Sloths are connecting on those plays. That look on this replay there. That one hurt. J.Boosted got Goomba stomped. Just decided to sit there, and it hits the back of the Finnick, and then of course no one gets a free shot off of that. So slowly but surely, is I don't know. What are you looking from your perspective, say, Hog, out of the series?
So far, like, because I've been watching it on stream while hearing the comms in real time, and I've been noticing Haas has been just crushing it this series. Is very like he's able to read where the ball's going to be at, and he's able to react to it right when he needs to.
It looks like so. Winter is leaving the line, but he's not. It's just not a what is it? It's not a sub. He's just gonna go change his car. So we will wait for him while he does that. But maybe the car changes to move. It's a placebo effect. Like you just said, maybe he goes into the Octane. I believe he was playing in the Finnick, or maybe he goes to a Dominus where when you hit the ball just right, the ball goes soaring over your head. So I'm excited to see what he brings to the table here.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And could this car change be the game changer for Sloths? Could that be able to bring them back into this series? We are getting players
like
back on the pitch.
I was like, Winter is in. Okay, so he might have been an Octane, went to the Finnick because it's like different design. Might be the placebo effect. You can actually see it on the Finnick though, so I'll give him that one. So we're gonna get a kickoff going here. The Sloths need to try to get a goal early to just say that they can score because they haven't scored in the past 15 minutes. And I think that's starting to weigh on their mind because they were crushing them in game 1, and after that they have not seen a goal. And as I'm speaking of it, it might be the car change because Winter gets the goal.
And like I said, all it takes is just one simple car change, and it will turn the entire series around.
Changing it around, Winter might be thinking, 200 IQ play or change everything. He gets the ball, doesn't get the boost, does so. J.Boosted just trying to put a hand up, can't do so. So here comes Winter. We're gonna have everything and then some. Whoa! Here comes another shot. Winter looks like he's about to go for the bump. played it safe, avoided that one. Here comes Donald. Donald gets denied. Here comes Winter on second goal, and like you said, saying just a very minor adjustment, nothing too big.
Yep, nothing too big, but it's still, I mean, we're seeing a big difference from how he was playing in the last couple games to now, especially after that car change. 2 goals in the first 30 seconds of the match.
So far, Flash is gonna go at Donald, gonna try to take over in the arc thing. Winter's gonna control it, leads the boost for him. They're gonna bang it away. They don't gotta overextend, but as we saw in a couple of these past series, 2 goals is not where you actually want to be. You end up losing unless your Threshers in game. I believe it was 5, then you win. But so far, Orange is now on top of each other. It's gonna be a one at Haas with the backflip for Shane, gets a bump, then gets a 50. Everything is going right for the Sloths. If chaos ensues, they might get a free goal. And so far, it just seems like the Black Holes need to calm down.
Black Holes, it's looking like now they're slightly struggling a little bit, but they're probably also just adapting to everything. And Flash just carries it into the net right past the defender. They are taking this series and running with it.
So far, like I said, the car change seems to be the move, but also it seems like the Sloths are also abandoned the demo game, which might have helped them. Oh, as I say that, Flash proves me wrong. But before that, they weren't really demoing. They did get some slight bumps, but they weren't chasing. So maybe they're going to a more rotational style. And that's going to be the matchup right now because that's a hat trick for Winter. And like I said, that might be the go-to. Forget the demos. Let's see whose rotations is better.
Oh yeah, 100%. And yeah, Winter is just taking this game away here. He's trying to widen the lead as far as he can, so that way they can try to get one step closer to securing a chip for their franchise. Which be if that were to happen, that would be the second chip that has been won by the Jungle this season.
Seems like the Jungle has a lot to play for. Like I said, Unexpected might have went and give him a pep talk because he's here in the chat. They're all talking about it right now. So what is a demo from Flash? That's gonna be an open goal. No, the post denies him. J.Boosted gets Donald on the back end. That was a goal that you at least want for momentum base. So Haas has to collect it, tries to get back to it, gets demolished on what he went for a 50. Boosted sidewall double for the Psycho. No, gets denied quickly. And again, now it seems like only Flash is going for demos and gets demoed. As I say that, Haas gets another one, but is not going to be able to beat them in time. Lovegreyhounds loses control of the ball, tries to go to the sidewall, jumps up, tries to put the ball up, gets a flip reset, goes for another one, misses that one, ball goes straight to the middle. And so far, the Sloths, no, they don't got to do nothing spectacular. Just play the ball, and that's going to be a dunk into the net. 5-0, and at this point, we're looking at like an 8-0, 9-0 scoreline the way they're playing.
That was just an unfortunate turn of events there. Haas was there, was able to get the save, but Flash follows through with it, gets it into the top right corner, and just extends that lead.
Just extends the lead. The game is not over. They actually have a decent amount of time. It can be done. I have seen a 3-goal while casting. I've not seen the 5, but 3 goals in a minute was something to behold. They could definitely be done here, but so far, they don't need to go for the win. They need to go to just get some momentum, get a goal, or at least keep them out of the net for the rest of the game. Find something positive, and as I say that, it's just free. Winter gets a 4th goal, and at this point, I think this is just Phoenix supremacy because that's his 4th goal at 5 shots. He's not really missing Flash. 4 shots, 2 goals, and assist. Donald 2 assists, and just rolling around on the field. So far, the Black Holes, at this point, you just got to reset. You just got to think about the next game because it's going to be 7. Donald actually ran out of boost at the last second. If you're Donald, you got to believe that every goal has either been stolen from you or the post has denied because you don't have enough food.
Yeah, 100%. Like we know that the Crossbar is the secret fourth player in every series. But Haas to J.Boosted almost with the shot. Winter Major trying to get it around Greyhounds, who is there for it. Flash back up to the middle, and it's taken by J.Boosted. Haas up to the ceiling. Greyhounds is there. Flash was on the wall ready for him. And MajorChamp, with a, I don't even know what to call that, but it was cool nonetheless.
It's cool nonetheless. And so far, like I said, Love was pulling out some mechanics. I guess trying to get warmed up, get ready for the next game. He might get. Ooh, what an angle from J.Boosted. And like I said, you don't gotta win the game. We just gotta find some momentum. And what a recovery! Actually, that is a nasty recovery, and still beats Donald, who's coming back supersonic speed. So if you're Black Holes, we look at this as a glass half full. We got the goal. That's all that matters right now. We got the goal that they were denying us multiple times on. Just don't let them regain that momentum.
100%. If you have a lead like this, you definitely want to do everything you can to either extend it further or maintain it and prevent them from getting another one. And we are visiting a specific country called Brazil. 714 Jungle. They've taken this series away.
Taking the win out of the cells of the Black Holes, and I'm not wearing my Neymar shirt, so I don't have my Brazil shirt on. But they have taken there, and let's see, will they get an 8? No, they're not going for it. Lovegreyhounds denying them, but it seems like the jungle still wanting goals because they're trying to figure out how to break them. Here comes Donald trying to go downfield. Winter tried to pre-jump it, just it didn't go too far out, and it looks like Donald's just gonna try to secure it, bangs it back up. They're gonna keep playing here. It looks like Haas hasn't had enough of it. 7-1 is the score line. The Sloths have now dragged themselves back into this one. They need 2 more wins. Black Holes, you get a second chance at this. You definitely don't want to hear you get a third chance at this.
At 100%. I mean, that card change from WinterMajorChamp, it was definitely the game changer. Them coming in, getting the Brazil to extend it there to try to extend them by another win to try to make the comeback to get this to get back into the contention for a chip. So let's see what happens when we get into our next game here. And let's see, can Black Holes take the series and take the chip, or are we going to see a game 7?
The way Winter's playing right now, they have no answer. And I believe one of the shots of his hit the post. The other one was actually saved by either Love or Haas coming across the net. We're going to Neo Tokyo. It ended on Neo Tokyo in the last series. Does it end here? For likewise the sake, I think he wants it in here. But for unexpected, he wants to see a game 7. And we actually have a pretty interesting kickoff. Could they change it up here, or are they going to go for just straight basic kickoff? Looks like they're going to do that. Play it safe here. Flash gets a free ball. That's a man you don't want on the ball. Goes up. Lovegreyhound, can I get the read? This might be a free shot here. It's going to be denied by Haas. If that one would have went in, you would definitely be thinking, yep, this game can go wrong. But now they get a counterattack. Haas is trying to read it. Donald might have gave it Haas with a fake. J.Boosted trying to get around 1 and gets dunked. Lovegreyhound needs to be careful here. Donald causing chaos with his whip. I believe that was a tactical fake. He had 0 before he even jumped. But ball's going up, shot denied again. Black Holes is shot after shot. Eventually, you got to get out of your half. Oz is going to try to pick it up here. Going for the 50, gets around Flash, gets up 50. Donald just tips it up in the air. Can it get it tipped down by J.Boosted? And that's going to be the first good look they get of the game.
Donald with a crazy save off the wall, sending it off to the left side wall. J.Boosted is there, sending it back. Flash is there to stop it off the backboard. Nobody was able to get there in time. Flash was able to beat them. Haas with a flip reset, trying to get the pass. Donald is there to stop it. Greyhound with the shot, it's off the backboard. and Haas is there, also getting it off the backboard. Not enough time for J.Boosted. Lovegreyhounds getting it centered where they're just sending it off to the wall. This is so far becoming it's looking like an interesting game here for this one. Looking like it's going to be a repeat of the first couple games that we've been seeing. But definitely they've tightened up their plays here.
The Sloths have definitely tightened. Well, the defense always they get started scoring some, but it looks like Black Wolves have patched a hole in that out. They're going back to demo. Winter just picked off 2. Haas is all alone. Here comes a shot denied by Greyhounds with only about 12 boosts in the tank. Picked up boost from J.Boosted. J.Boosted needs to just keep it out on our hands, slow it down, does so, and now everyone's getting boosts. That one, you can't do it. That was just a great save, but now they're trying to go back to him. Donald getting around 1. Somehow, some way, Donald just seems to do an annoying thing, whether it's tactically lifting the ball or like getting that last bit of touch. Going for another one should be for J.Boosted coming from nowhere, getting it infield pass to 1 to 2. Going to be a shot saved again, and so far the Black Holes are holding on for dear life to keep this 0-0. Here comes Donald, denied again by Haas on 0 boost. Flash understands the gameplay. Free jump from Winter. Winter's gonna try to get the pinch. There's a pinch back on the other side. This is dangerous because there's no one waiting for it. And this is gonna be a no U car from J.Boosted. I love Greyhounds. Pinch to a pinch back to you. St. Hog, this is about to be a series.
It is, yes, this is definitely becoming a series here. J.Boosted, as he gets one goal, let's see if the jungle can bring it back and take us to Game 7 here within the next 2 minutes of the game.
Do you think they can take it back for us? If they get another goal, you're going to be thinking they got to throw the kitchen sink. The demos almost work. It's almost like you might want to ask Winter to do it again and let me get a second shot at it. But so far, Haas is up very early. Make sure no one gets it. Haas has been playing completely out of his mind, as he stated before. Just deny after deny, whether it's on offense or defense. They are not getting out of this half. But J.Boosted needs to get pick up 100. Has flash on the backside. That's the demo. Ball's up in the air. No one's waiting for it but Donald. Donald gets 50 all the way across. Winter should be the first one to get to this ball, but gets denied again by J.Boosted. They're making sure they're going east and west, not north and south, and that's probably the best team for them. Lovegreyhounds denied again to even rotate up the field. And if you're blue, it's frustrating, but at the same time relieving because I guess you're in the back. J.Boosted is going to catch one on the backside and now starting to just dribble the ball around. And if you are the Sloths, you either lose by 1 and lose the series, or you can just throw the kitchen sink and try to get one in because everything you've thrown has almost been there. Flash almost gets it. No one is ready. Haas is going to get a clear. It's going to waste another 5 seconds at least here.
Most definitely. And again, these guys are all playing really well right now. This is definitely a series. All it takes is for one wrong move from Black Holes for Sloths to bring it back and to tie the series. But with 30 seconds left, it's looking like it's close. It's still anybody's game. Are we going to see the overtime and see the potential Game 7, or are we going to see a new elite champion?
And it looks like slowly but surely Haas is back there. You didn't want that. Flash might be in a little awkward position. Ball is denied. Flash has to do everything he can. Ball goes to the middle. And it looks like the Black Holes will not be denied. They will win the Elite Season 24 Championship.
Congratulations to Likewise and your Elite Season 24 champion. Congrats to all of the players who are on that team. Personally, I like the entire series. It's just been a roller coaster of a series. If I had to go with a MVP, man, on Sloths, I would say it would probably be I'd be between either Flash or Winter. And if we were going Black Holes, I would go with probably Haas.
I'm with you. I think I lean a little bit more towards Winter. Like I said, that game Game 5 performance almost sprung them back to life. But in the retrospect of Black Holes, I gotta go with Haas here. A lot of defensive plays, a lot of like keeping it 1-0, keeping it 0-0 all the way through, just putting them all the way through defensively. Because like after that type of beatdown, you would think that that defense would still have holes in it, but Haas just denied them every second he had there.
Yeah, 100%. Right now, I'm trying to also see if we are going to be getting a post-game interview with the Cosmos team. So we're gonna figure that one out. But in the meantime, we do have the final set for Monday night stream. The rival matchup is going to be Hugh Heroes of Art Club versus the Guards of the King's Court in rival at 9:30, and then in veteran, it's going to be a franchise rematch from Challenger tonight of Shark Attacks Makos versus Remove Before Flight's Dogfight. So that's going to be an interesting series as well.
That's definitely going to be interesting. And just from a perspective of rival playing it out, that one is probably either going to be, and this is just my opinion, it's either going to be a 7 or somebody might get 4-2. It really just depends. 'Cause I scrum both those teams, and listen, once they start playing at full speed, it's just pre-jump after pre-jump. They actually are in your face from the beginning of the game to the end. So it might give us a similar series. But if you're from the remove before flight, listen, that's a lot on your shoulders. Shai's gonna ask you to go get some revenge out here.
Oh, absolutely. And it looks like we are going to have a post-game interview. It looks like we're going to be getting Haas in here. Just going to send them the info. Give them the info for the channel so I can drag them up, and then from there we will get our post-game interview going. But looking like we're getting a lot of fans here for Remove Before Flight, so that'll be an interesting series to see. And we have Haas in the waiting room. Let's go ahead and get this started. What is up, Haas? How are you?
Yo, yo, yo.
Congrats on the chip. Boa, good sir, are you here?
Yeah,
Take
I
that
think
as
he's just
take that as a no. Alrighty. So, how does it feel winning your first chip in RSC?
I mean, it's pretty good. I wanted to do it for Likewise because Likewise in the off season really wanted me to play, and said he needed me to do what Swish Lemon's takeover couldn't do, so I had to do it. So I just had to bring a chip home, and it was just I couldn't keep the playoff streak of the grand finals to 3-0. So we at least had to make it 1-2 in the grand finals.
For sure, yeah. And I mean, like you guys have been playing really well, especially in these series. So how, like, going into this match against Sloths, how did you guys feel? Like, what was the thought process going on?
Honestly, we after winning the game 7, we just felt untouchable. Like we didn't think we could lose. Especially just eh, Rob, our master player, gave us some pointers on what we need to fix. So we went in to the next series and we were just firing on all cylinders. And then we lost that game 1, and we decided to change up some things, and we just hadn't looked back from then, even after getting Braziled.
Yeah, that Brazil, honestly, with that, I feel it was that car change that kind of threw everybody off. That car change from Winter, it threw everybody off because like he comes in with a Fennec, and then it's just 2 goals in the first 30 seconds. Is like, okay, it was definitely the car. But either way,
They-
you guys still prevailed.
yeah, I
Uh,
mean they went in after that card change, and we just weren't playing like ourselves. So we told ourselves we'll use that as a game to start playing like ourselves again. and then we just finally decided to do that in the game 6.
Oh, for sure. Well, Carnage, do you have anything that you want to ask?
Yeah, dude. Besides, likewise being nervous, were you guys nervous at all? Like, say after that, like 1-7, or actually, no, I should take that back. Were you guys nervous at all, like in those games? Because I said that one game, you guys went 10 minutes, no goals. The saves were coming out like crazy. Like in those close games, we're just like, how are you guys feeling in those calms? Like even before and after those games.
I mean, comms we stayed pretty well. The only game that the comms went kind of poor was that game 5 when we kind of got destroyed. But that like 5-minute OT. That game we were so locked in. We had them hemmed in the entire time. We kind of that was the game where we kind of figured out how they wanted to play, and that's where we kind of learned how to beat that team. And once we kept doing that, it's just success from there.
Sounds
Alrighty.
good, yeah. So that overtime, I was like, there's no way that I would not be panicking. But that's good to hear that you guys were just locked in and calm the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. Alrighty. Well, is there anybody that you would like to give a shout out to or give thanks to before we end this interview?
I mean, shout out my teammates. They were the goats when I only played 20 games in the regular season because college stuff aligned with match nights. But I showed up. I showed up when I needed to. Showed up when it mattered. And shout out like Wigglebean for being the goat on the bench when he very well could have played, especially after seeing his performance in a warm up scrim. But yeah.
Alrighty. All right. Well, Haas, thank you for coming in for this interview. Again, congrats on the chip, and let's see what happens next season. Hopefully, you can run it back to back.
Yeah. MVP J.Boosted, by the way. All right. Have a good night.
Yep.
As
GG.
well.
Alrighty. Well, that there concludes the Challenger and Elite Finals. Tune in on Monday where we will have the finals of the regular season with Rival and Elite. And then for those who are interested in Dev League, we have the Dev League finals starting on Wednesday, concluding on Monday. And then the Sunday after that, I believe, is going to be our end of season stream. So from there, I'm Save Talk. We've got Boa as the producer. Sorry, Boa as the caster / interviewer who didn't show up for the last interview, and then Carnage with me on the desk as well. And we got Russ as our producer. Thank you, RSC. Have a great night.